Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
Yeah, one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Jackson to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
On 1, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow from his own end zone. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On second down, here's Mixon. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
First down. Here's Burrow going up top. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Burrow throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play. They swung the momentum their way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws in a double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's got Hurst, his tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Right back to Dobbins on first. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Jackson. they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throw caught by Raymond.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
Here we go. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Slot man moves right.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
And some room to maneuver. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Right back to him on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Here we go, here we go. 11-90.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 60 yards.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Room here to run. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
155 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have the Ravens 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's Smith to return it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. They'll run. It's Dobbins.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now Dobbins.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Dobbins.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
Well, 224 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
On 1, ready?
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back to Mixon on first down. A second time. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all total, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get